Alright, so today we're going to do a session on, I like to call it Pluck a Turkey. Kind of funny, but it's a good way to kind of get the season going and also involve, working on fears. So we're going to actually address how to look at fears and actually pluck some of those fears out of our life and put more positive things in. So what I have for this is a turkey template. You can access this. I can send you this by you leaving a comment on the post or on the video. If you'll just comment saying, hey, I'd like a template, I can give these out free of charge. And what I have on it is some feathers. I have a turkey body and a turkey head. In addition to using this template, you'll need a piece of paper. It can be construction paper or any kind of paper, some glue, and a pen, and some scissors. Unless you want to already have these cut out for your client, then you won't need the scissors. For our activity today, I've already cut out the pieces. So I have my feathers, and I have my head, and I have my body. So what you're going to do in order to work on this is you're going to take your turkey body and you're going to glue half of it down. Here's your little turkey body. You're going to have your client glue half of it down. And just kind of explain to them, today we're going to work on addressing fears. And so you're going to take your turkey body, you're going to glue it halfway down. So here it is. And the whole thing is that you have the top part available so that you can put the feathers in. And then you'll take the little head and put glue on the bottom portion of it so that you can put it on the body of the turkey. And so you have a turkey head and a turkey body. So next you have the feathers, and the feathers are going to be used to be able to write down fears. So you're going to have your client, write down any fears that they may have. It could be being in social situations, and so they might write down social situations, and then they'll place that on their turkey, and they'll put it back right behind the body there. And maybe another fear is being alone. And so let's say they write that on there, they have that turkey, and they'll go through and I provided with this template 6 different feathers. You can use however many feathers are necessary for the client you're working with. And once you've gone through each of those fears and written down each of those fears, you're going to have your client pick out which one they'd like to address first. And so let's say they would like to address the social skills one. So you look at your social skills and you'll say, okay, so tell me about why your social skills, social situations, what's fearful about that? Why do you feel like you have fears in those situations? Tell me what that looks like. And as they address it, you have a chance to process with them some of those things. And then you're going to have your client flip over your feather and maybe write down something positive they can do in that situation to help alleviate that fear. And so what you'll do is you'll then have them process that. How could using this positive thing help you alleviate fear in the situation? And then you'll have them place it back behind there. And you'll do the same thing for each of your feathers. And once you have completed this, you can have your client, choose to put a face on your turkey. They can color it, however you guys choose to do that. And then they can take it home with them. And this is something tangible, something hands-on they can take with them in order to address those fears, but also have that reminder when they're at home of a tool that they can use to positively deal with that fear. And that's why we call it Pluck a Turkey, because you're plucking out the old fear and you're replacing it with a new feather that helps address that fear. So just a simple activity, kind of get your client working on addressing some of the fears simply, but but allowing you to process them and also replace them with new fears. Because the whole mindset is, if you have that negative fear and you leave it untended and untaken care of, and don't have a way to address it, then it's not going to go away, even though you may talk about it. So in place of that negative fear, finding things you can address it with in a positive way helps you to be able to alleviate that fear when it arises.